concerning my name being on the personnel agenda with a consent to change, and to speak about the following item on the agenda to cut a second grade teaching position at Marlington Elementary School. Since it was not a RIF or transfer situation, I was not afforded the opportunity to have a hearing to discuss this situation with you. That is why I'm here tonight, and some of my fellow teachers are as well. Dr. Law came to visit me on December the 8th after visiting with the other two second grade teachers to offer me the same opportunity he offered them. Prior to his visit, the Respect and Protect team had already met with him and asked him if we could keep 3 second grades because we had a very needy first grade, which we just got another student in today, so they both have 22 of them. Dr. Law said that I would stay in second grade. I would only be moved to another grade if the other classes went over the maximum number of students allowed. The first mutual agreement of reassignment form did not have any date on it, and I asked him to add a date. And the best he could come up with was September 10th, which is 3 weeks into the new school year. And if we do anything with the new calendar, it could be even longer than that. He came and visited me twice that day, once before the date was on the form and once after it was added, taking me away from teaching during my intervention time. I also will make no excuse for myself that I was sick that day, and I really shouldn't have been at school. I should not have signed that paper without looking at it more closely and doing the proper research. I will not be rushed into signing another paper again. I have learned that lesson. When I got home, I read the letter more closely and realized it didn't say anything I thought it said. It does not say anything about staying in second grade or being moved if a class went over maximum number. As you can see, it began with the sentence, the total number of classroom teaching positions at Marlington Elementary School is projected to be reduced effective for the 2010-2011 school year. I was baffled. Dr. Law had not spoken to me about cutting a teacher. What did this have to do with me? I considered strongly writing a letter of retraction. I did, however, realize it could be worse, and I felt guilty because I could have been losing my job altogether. But I am not the least senior person at my school any longer. I spoke with several people about this as I worried. I was worried that I had single-handedly done something that could hurt my school with the loss of another teacher. Plus, I was frustrated with myself because I did not force Dr. Law to tell me what the other options were. Dr. Law didn't know, and I should have been more diligent in asking him what they were. I am not upset about teaching another position, but I would appreciate knowing what it would be before the school year ends. My motives are not selfish here, but out of concern for Marlington Elementary School. Voting in support of these two items, could lead to several scenarios that could potentially happen. There's a lot of what-ifs to this, so I feel that you should be made aware of these possibilities. Of course, the first option is that every teacher would stay put, and I could remain in that second grade with the 2 other teachers, which is really what we need. Another possibility is that we could know the numbers in each of the classes by the end of the school year, and Mr. Hall could decide I was needed in another classroom and go ahead and place me there. Why should we wait till school starts or till September the 10th? It could be one possibility that a teacher at our school could retire or leave, and that would leave a position open. I could apply for that possible opening. Then if I moved into that position, the 3rd, 2nd grade would be cut. That would not be good for the group of students we've already identified as needs. Another possibility is very much an option at our school because all our classes are really full, that I could spend all summer preparing for 2nd grade, and that when the school year started, one of the grades went over, and I could be asked to move. Then I would have to abandon 2nd grade, which has had 3 classes. Those would have to be realigned to go back to 2. And then it would also affect 2 other classes that I would have to be making into 3. So we're talking about affecting 5 classrooms, 5 teachers, 5 groups of parents, 5 groups of students. I think this could be quite controversial. I think it could affect a large group of people. You have a guideline that you try to adhere to that concerning taking a new job once the semester begins. If I applied and was chosen for a new job, I would not be allowed to move until the next semester. But yet this scenario is asking me to take a new job once I started a new semester. I believe that this consent to change and cut a teacher has a lot of what-ifs to it, an awful lot of unanswered questions. I do realize that with the new guidelines about RIFs and transfers, they have to be voted on before February the 1st. And that this is a result of trying to meet those deadlines. This just opens a big can of worms. I believe it's a backhanded way to cut Marlington Elementary School another teacher. I also wonder what's going to be done with the money you saved from cutting us. another teacher. We could take that money and give it to another school while we have the largest classes in the county. We do have the largest student-teacher ratio in the county. If we were to cut one more teacher, we'll be even larger, well above the 1 to 21 teacher-student ratio we currently have. If we were in a year of budgetary cuts and the need was there, I could see the cut much easier, but we aren't. I know the goal has been all along to cut Arlington Elementary School back to 2 teachers per grade, and that this is the last teacher that can be cut to accomplish that goal. We've already lost 4 classrooms in 4 years. This is the 6th time in 7 years that my name has been listed on the personnel agenda, either as a rep or a transfer. To say I'm getting used to it would be a lie. It's a terrible feeling every year. Many would say I have a job and I should be thankful. I am truly thankful for my job, and I'm reminded of that each day when I meet those kids at the classroom door. The students are the reason I teach. Oftentimes with all these other headaches, I would not continue teaching. But those kids need me, and I am thankful for my job. But you should know that I'm a conscientious teacher, and I take a lot of time preparing for my school start of the year. Last summer my daughter was getting married, but I still spent 70 hours on my own time, outside and inside the classroom, to get the year off to a great start for both my students and myself. Much of that time was spent in studying the content standards and the new curriculum I needed to learn for 2nd grade. If I'm required to move once again, there's more CSOs and curriculum to learn. Am I to be expected to know the curriculum and CSOs for all of kindergarten through 4th grade? I also spend a lot of my own money to purchase items needed for the classroom. I do a lot, and I'm thankful for my job, but do you appreciate me? I don't think it's fair to make me remain uncertain until September the 10th. I don't think it's fair to make our school remain uncertain until September the 10th. Just thinking about the school schedule being set for the start of school is a huge concern. It is so much easier and more efficient to know what each staff member will teach before the school year ends. If any classroom goes over maximum number of students, you'll just need to hire another teacher. But let's not forget the students. This is what it's all about. It should not be just a number game. Our reason to be here should be our students, not numbers. I'm asking you to vote no on both of these items on the agenda, because there's just too much uncertainty to what each of these items mean to the future of Arlington Elementary School. If you have any feeling of uncertainty about these issues, as I do, I'm asking you to vote no. Please consider what this move could mean to a large group of students, teachers, and parents. Thank you for your time and work. I do appreciate you.